I want to own my own pharmacy. My
Well
question
done.
is there a number of years, for example, when you're just fresh from school or fresh from maybe employment, like, is it necessary you have to work maybe for some certain kind of years for the experience so that to be able to own a business, or?
No. So for example, no, the answer is simply no. For example, my daughter is a dentist, okay? She doesn't have to, I don't even have to be a dentist, a pharmacist to own a pharmacist, but I need to have somebody who's got a license.
Yeah.
You know, like sometimes we've got somebody who's got a license. So for example, when people want, leave that example. So the answer is no, but the reason why people work for a while is to get the experience. So they know how pharmacists, you know, it's complicated. So they know the supply chains. They know who they can actually get where and what from. So it's not strictly necessary, but it may be prudent to be employed. And while you're being employed, you're gathering information as to how you're going to run your own business, you know, because you, as you said, you need all the licenses, you know, to be able to run that, where you're going to get the premises, who you're going to affiliate yourself with, you know, which doctors and which links you're going to have. You know, are you going to link yourself to the local hospital? Are you going to link yourself to the local doctors? So you need to, I would say it's prudent, if you could, to work a little, you know, to start some sort of employment. And then while you're doing that, get all the feasibility, get all your information, which will help you to maybe get on the road. And don't forget, you don't have, look, you might even decide you're going to join other pharmacists who may be of the same mind with you, you know, partnership. Or once you've got the license, but you've got a man or a woman who's got the money, hey, we'll support your business. If it's feasible, we do that.
So I wanted to know as well the platform for people who they're not necessarily want to establish their businesses in maybe in the UK, or they want to do it abroad. Do you still guys do support for that?
Doing business in a Black country is a completely different platform to doing business, although the main ingredients are still there. You know, you're baking a cake. So, you know, certain businesses, you have to monitor them more so. You can't, like, I walk away from my business. I don't work in my businesses. My managers and my staff run it, and I have nothing to do with it intentionally. But yeah, that's another story altogether, which I'm happy to discuss, doing business in Africa. And you know something? Sometimes it's easier doing business in Africa than it is in the so-called developed countries, because there's a lot of red tapes you can just cut across, you know, and you can find out information more readily. But I would honestly encourage you, it doesn't matter whether you make it in Naira, Zimbabwean dollars, or Jamaican dollars, you know, money is money in all its shapes and forms, you know, and if you think you can do it in Africa, make sure you do feasibility studies. I did business in Nigeria, you know, did well. And, but you've got to make sure you do your feasibility studies, similar in the Caribbean, because the Caribbean essentially is the same as Africa. The only thing I would say with that is choose your partners very carefully. Whatever else you do, don't part with a penny. Don't part with any money. Read your business plan, read their proposals very carefully, because, you know, the Bible says a fool and his money are quickly parted. So don't be foolish, plan carefully, offers are there. And the other thing I'll say to you, I know you're passionate about this, but if business for you is about making money, then you never know. A civil engineer turn childcare provider, wow. You know, a pharmacist turn a food provider. Just be ready to, you know, look at other avenues that might be available. All because you're a pharmacist doesn't mean that that's the only thing you can do businesses. It depends on what end of the pharmacist. Are you at the supply chain end? Are you at the distribution end? Are you at the consultancy end? Are you on the research end and manufacturing end? So you look, don't be too narrow in your thinking. Be ready to explore every avenue that might come your way, right? But I will encourage you definitely, definitely Tanzania, Africa, have a go, but look before you jump.